Good golly, that sauce is good.
This is Taco Tuesday.
Welcome to another episode of Taco Tuesday. We're here again at the good old Tijuana Flats location in Midtown. I'm here with Molly.
Hi.
and Parker.
Hello, everyone.
And, of course, we're joined by our other host, Guy Fieri. Well, we would be if he was here this week. Molly, why isn't Guy here this week?
Okay, so Guy is releasing a new cookbook soon, which I'm gonna be on an ordering list or a mailing list for that because I need it. But he's doing a book signing in Las Vegas because I think that's where he lives. But yeah, he couldn't be here because he's signing his new book.
All right, so we can count on him for next week. Unfortunately, won't be able to make it this week. We've got some exciting topics and guests today. Some of our topics include two truths and a lie, what would your celebrity parents be, and what's something about the high school you that not many people know. So we're excited for this. We have two new guests on the show today. We have Joy and Lauren. Joy, you have anything to say to people?
Hi. I would like to point out that Joy is also our first freshman guest. So everyone be sure to meet her because she's really cool.
I'd also like to point out that when Kyle was introducing our guest, he looked at the other person when he said their name.
Well, we all try.
And I'm Lauren. I guarantee you no one knows who I am. But maybe you'll meet me at Fall Getaway, hopefully.
Meet Lauren too. She's cool. Can confirm.
Molly gave me the phone. I don't know why.
All right, guys. Also, that's a quick shout out. Go to Fall Getaway this Friday. Taco Tuesday will be there. And be sure to listen to all of our podcasts on the way down. I'm sure you'll have a chance to at least listen to a couple.
There's two drives, people. One there and one back. Honestly, one of my friends, Danny Gogan, love you, girl. She listened to our podcast on the way to South Carolina this weekend. So it is doable.
That's very true, Molly. We're excited. So we're going to try to do this at the start of every segment. I always just tend to forget. But I'd like to hear what are your orders, Joy and Lauren? I looked at the right people this time.
My order is 2 grilled chicken tacos, blackened chicken grilled tacos, yeah. And I do not like the sour cream or the tomatoes or the onions or the jalapenos.
Wow, fascinating. Very concise, yes.
Okay, I got 2 soft blackened chicken tacos grilled with no jalapenos.
I would also like to point out that Joy and Kyle both made their tacos pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So that's also a thing. It's October, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so October, come out and get your pink tacos.
All right. So let's get started on our topics for this week. Our first topic is two truths and a lie. We decided to take on this topic because we had a special episode that we'll be releasing in a few weeks during a holiday season, and we were asked about it, and we couldn't come up with answers on the spot, so we decided to brainstorm and come up with some.
Leander Shed, this is for you. Also, guys, funny story that I just need to share. So I walk into Tijuana Flats. I almost said Taco Tuesday. And it was empty, and Danny was behind the cash register, and I walk in and she's like, "Hey, Miss Molly," and I almost wept. I was just "Oh my goodness, she knows who I am." So that was super exciting.
That is very exciting. We're getting kind of in at Tijuana Flats. We're the cool crowd now. Throwback to when we were just the kids with an iPhone and talking into it, and everyone thought we were the weirdest people ever.
We are still the same kids talking into the same iPhone, Kyle.
We've evolved to so much more than that, Parker. Give us some credit.
Where's your vision?
I just like to point out that for 20 minutes before we went on air, I was talking about how we could take Taco Tuesday to the next level.
And then I asked Parker, what steps are you taking to better Taco Tuesday? And then Kyle said, "Got him." Got him.
Yeah, our goals are to one day be doing this at the Super Bowl, so we'll see if that happens.
My goal is to one day be a meme, so.
Excuse me, I already made you a meme on your birthday. Anyways, also I'd just like to say if there's any fans out there that we don't know, feel free to come up and introduce yourself to us. I think Molly has something to say about this.
Molly's aggressively nodding.
I was aggressively nodding. Okay. If you want to meet me, I want to meet you. So come find me. I'm like in the same places all the time, every week. So like, I'll tell you my schedule and like you can follow me. Like, I don't care. So please.
That's right. One of our exciting topics for next week will be Molly's schedule. So let's get started with Two Truths and a Lie. Does anyone want to start us off? Molly does.
Okay. I just raised my hand even though you guys can't see me. Okay, hold on. I wrote them down. So these are in no particular order because obviously you have to guess. So, truth or lie, I broke my first bone sledding because I like sledded down the hill and landed in a ditch. So that's one of them. I was really shy as a child. Like, I didn't talk to anyone. And then something happened and I like came out of my shell and now I'm like crazy. And I was an upward basketball star when I was like 8. Balled hard.
Upward basketball is a lie.
I'm going that you were shy is a lie.
Yeah, I agree with Kyle that you were not shy as a child.
I don't think you broke your bone, your arm or whatever, sledding.
Okay, what is it?
Okay, so the sledding one is true, actually. I was living in Arizona and we went sledding and I was the first one to go for the day and I like got on my tube and like went down the hill and I saw like the ditch, but I thought I'd just like go down and then back up and like no, I like slammed against it and like broke my arm. Okay, yeah, I was not shy as a child at all. Like, I was, like, more outgoing than I am now. Like, I would go up to random kids and be like, hi, I'm Molly, let's be friends. And I, like, made a friend on vacation once because I did that. And we, like, played on the beach together and called each other by our middle names because, like, that's what we wanted. I don't know. And I was an upward basketball star, Parker, so, like, hop off. I was really good. I got all of those, like, star things for, like, memorizing the Bible verses, but also like playing really well. And I like killed other kids. Like, I was good.
So for the record, that means Joy and I are 1-0. So we're keeping our records hopefully during this. Maybe we could have a little prize for the winner or something. I'll get you some sauce.
All right. I'm going to go next. So here we go. First, I have wrestled with a wild deer. A wild deer. Second, I am a twin. But not only am I a twin, my mom is also a twin. And 3, I was on a plane on 9/11 with my family.
I know this one.
9/11.
I'll let everyone else go.
I'm going to go with 9/11.
I don't think you wrestled a wild deer.
You're not a twin.
No,
He's a twin. Dang it.
All right. Well, 9/11 is correct. I haven't done that one. Oh, I didn't do that one. So, but I have. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything.
Why would you use a tragedy like that for a story?
I don't know what to say. So, I have wrestled, I guess, a wild deer.
By wrestled, he like touched it. Like reached out his hand at a petting zoo.
All right, so let me explain this one. So when I was a kid, we'd go up to North Carolina for vacation, and right down the street there's this wildlife sanctuary. We adopted this deer named Bucky, and he was re-released into the wild, and every day he'd come back and like hang out at the wildlife place. And so when he came back, you could like grab his antlers and push back and forth. So that's how I wrestled with a deer. That's like wrestling with a deer. And then, not only am I a twin, but also my mom is a twin as well. So, fact.
Well, I feel really embarrassed that I didn't know that you were a twin. So I apologize to Parker's twin.
I like how Kyle was like, oh, I already know this one. I'll go last. And then he got it wrong.
I got it terribly wrong. Okay, so I believe the record's right now. I think Joy's in the lead. You're 2-0, right? No.
I think
Everyone's 1-1 and I'm 0-1.
Okay.
No, I'm 1-0.
Oh, so Molly is currently in the lead at 1-0, but we all have one. So Molly started. So who wants to go next?
All right. So, whenever I was little, I used to call myself an African genius. Okay, my next one. I dip my apples in ketchup. And then my third one, I have been to a nude beach.
Maybe it's just hoping this isn't true, but the apples and ketchup.
I agree with that one. I almost vomited.
I'm going to say you haven't been to a nude beach.
Parker, what do you think was the lie in Lawrence?
So I put a lot of thought into this one.
This part was cut out because Parker took about 2 minutes trying to decide which one the lie was.
I'm gonna have to say that the nude beach is a lie.
Okay, for as long as you, quote, thought about that, end quote, it took you forever to give your answer.
All right, which one's the lie?
All right, the lie is the apples and ketchup. Okay, so let me explain the other ones first. Okay, so I used to call myself an African genius when I was little. I don't know why. I guess I just didn't understand the meaning of African. I don't know why I didn't say American.
Like freaking genius.
I have no idea.
I said maybe you were thinking that you were a freaking genius.
That could be it. That could be it. But I have no idea why I called myself that. And then, so the whole nude beach thing, I lived in Titusville, and Titusville is actually known for our nude beach. It's Pier 13, if anyone's wanting to head out to play Linda in Titusville. We have a nude beach, Pier 13. And, yeah, so I didn't actually participate in the nude beach activities, but as a local, you just have to say that you've been there. So we all went out there one day just to walk to the end of the pier, just to look out and see why are these people doing this? I don't understand. So I've been there.
So that puts me and Molly in the lead now with 2 right. Molly has 0 wrong. I have 1 wrong. All right, Joy, you ready?
Okay, so truth or lie, I went skydiving on my 18th birthday. I still have a baby tooth, and I hadn't had a hamburger until about a month ago, ever, in my life.
I know what the answer is.
Let's think about this for a moment. Let's talk about this, okay? Let's see. I would think that skydiving on your 18th birthday would be something that a lot of people do, so I'm going to throw that out as a truth. As the analyst, I'm going to say, what was the third one again?
I've never had a hamburger until about a month ago.
I'm going to say that's a lie.
I hope that the hamburger one is a lie, because this is America. How have you not had a hamburger?
Okay, wait, I think the hamburger one is true because you hadn't had guacamole, right? Were you? Yeah, okay, yeah, so yeah. Yeah, so I think... Wait, what was the second one? I'm sorry.
I still have a baby tooth.
Okay, I think the first one is false, so skydiving.
I know the third one is true. I think the baby tooth is the false one.
No, Molly got it. I didn't go skydiving.
Wow. Oh, man. Okay, so I think Molly just locked up a win officially, right? Because you've got 3. You're 3-0 right now. Let's see if you can go for a perfect score. What?
I am the only one so far not to get one correct.
Yeah, everyone's surprised by that.
It takes him 10 minutes to answer, and he doesn't even get the right answer.
Okay, so here are my 3.
I'm going to get this.
I went on a safari in Uganda.
No.
I ziplined in China. I saw elephants playing soccer in Thailand.
So I have also seen elephants playing soccer in Thailand, so I can rule that out. Zip lining. I'm pretty sure you lived in China for a while, right? So you probably zip line. So I'm going to go with number 1, but I forgot what it was.
Safari in Uganda.
Safari. I'm going to go with the safari.
I'm actually going to go with ziplining in China.
I'm going with ziplining.
Okay, I'm going to agree with the zip lining, even though you did live in China.
The correct Parker got it right. Parker actually got one right. Yeah, I have not. I have never been to Uganda.
I have no idea why I just did that. That was so weird. That was weird. Okay, here is someone else with the mic.
Okay, wait, but did you go on a safari in South Africa?
Yes.
I hate those kinds of questions. You tricked us.
But
It's literally just one minute detail.
I'd like to point out that minute detail is 700 miles away.
Okay, but how am I supposed to know if you went? Okay, so I know you went to Africa, but how am I supposed to know you went to South Africa versus Uganda? Like, those are not.
You care about me and my life.
Kyle, you know I care about you.
Okay.
Don't worry, Kyle. I care about you and your life.
Parker, you got every other one wrong.
Thank you, Parker, for at least getting mine right, which proves you do care. All right, so let's see. What's our next? So there was a request this week to hear about how I discovered my passion for sauce. So I guess I'll go into explaining that. So my passion for sauce. When I was young, I would try all the sauces at the restaurants. I would, especially at Taco Bell. I was a big Taco Bell fan, and I would have their mild and hot sauces, and they were okay. They were pretty good. But I was searching for the sauce that was right for me, and those just weren't the ones. And then one day I walked into a glorious establishment called Tijuana Flats, and I tried their sweet chili sauce. And that was the moment I fell in love, and I knew.
And you said, "Good golly, that sauce is good."
That's exactly what I said and how I said it. So it was from then on, I just had a relationship with Tijuana Flats and their sweet chili sauce that couldn't be denied. So that was how I fell in love with sauce.
Are we ready to move on to the next one?
Yes.
Thank you for sharing that story. Beautiful anecdote. Okay, so our next one is, who would your celebrity parents be? So, they don't have to be, married as celebrities. You can pick, 2. So I can start because I was really passionate about this question. My celebrity parents, my mom would be Kim Kardashian. Actually, no, JK, sorry. My mom would be Beyonce. And my dad would be Guy Fieri. Which is, the weirdest combination in the world, but... never mind. Who's next?
So this one's going to sound a little out there to a few people, but hang with me. So my dad would be Tom Hanks because he's like my favorite actor ever. And my mom would be Sally Fields, but a younger Sally Fields. So it's not weird because they played mother and child in Forrest Gump. Because I feel like Sally Field is the ultimate mom, and I'm just man, if I had to have a celebrity mom, I would choose Sally Field.
I think Guy Fieri is the ultimate dad.
Maybe.
All right, so mine's a little bit out there. I feel like maybe not that many people appreciate this, but I think Kyle will definitely appreciate this. So I was a big Survivor fan growing up. I haven't really been that loyal to it lately, but I watched every single Robin Amber, yes, Boston Robin Amber, yes. Okay, so Boston Robin Amber, they were on the show, on different shows before they were on it together. So in 2005, this was their second time on Survivor, and they were on it together, and they ended up falling in love. It was the ultimate love story. It was great. Amber, they were in the final 2, and Amber ended up winning the $1 million. And there kind of was a controversy that was oh, did he decide to marry her just for the $1 million? But no, I believe it was true love. And I told my mom all the time that I wanted them to adopt me, and I think it kind of offended her, but I didn't care.
They're still together, right?
Oh yeah, they have 4 kids.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, I keep up with them.
I haven't put a lot of thought into this question, but I'm going to try here. So I would say that my father would be Morgan Freeman.
Oh, baby.
Mainly because every time he reprimanded me, it would sound awesome. I said I would choose Morgan Freeman because every time he reprimanded me, it'd sound awesome. Reprimandum is a weird word. I apologize if you're freaked out by that. See, that's where it gets tricky. I have no idea. But let's see.
We gave you time to prepare.
Maybe.
This is not a thinking podcast. This is a talk-o podcast.
I'm going to have to go with maybe Carrie Underwood because she's like a good Christian person, so she could like teach me those Christian upbringings, and then like she's a country artist, and I love country, so she can like indulge me in country.
I just want to point out that your dad and mom would be Morgan Freeman and Carrie Underwood, like the weirdest couple ever. So, Joy, do you have anyone?
Okay, so I think that my mom would be Emma Watson because she's beautiful and awesome, and my dad would be Jack Johnson because he's so chill, and we could just hang out and go surfing, and it'd be awesome.
I like that. Okay, I would also like to point out that Beyonce and Guy Fieri is like pretty weird too, so I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one.
I'm just thinking the age gap in Parker's.
I'm just thinking the everything gap in mine.
All right.
Especially about that wage gap. Stay woke, everyone.
Oh. Great. Gonna have to cut that one out. I'm just kidding.
Patriarchy.
Okay. Let's see. So the final question that we have today is
something about the high school you that a lot of people don't know? Question mark.
Okay. Let's see. I guess I'll start us off because I didn't start any of them off yet. So the high school me was not very social. Something that maybe people who didn't go to high school with me wouldn't know. I was like a total nerd. Like everyone like knew that I was the smart kid, and they would ask me for like help on all the exams and stuff and for studying. And then I got to UF and I was like, I kind of want to change my image and be like super social. So I just started being like super social with everyone, and now everyone knows me as being super social. So I don't know.
I'm sorry, could you say super social one more time?
Super social.
All right. So most of you do not know me or what I look like. So I am 5'4", and I'm very white, but I ball hard, okay? I ball hard. And, like, I feel like me and Molly can connect on this because I, too, was an upward star. So, like, I feel you. But I continued my basketball career into high school, and I played 4 years of varsity. And I would get out of my classes, and I would go down to the gym, and they would play three-point shootout. And I would always walk up and be like, hey, I want to play. And all these guys would be like, oh, like, y'all, you're going to suck. Like, what the heck? And I was like, no, I want to play. And I would go in and I would kick everyone's butt. So that was me.
Wow, this is difficult. But I think mine is similar to Kyle's. I was not a very social person in high school. As crazy as that sounds to everyone. What was that, Molly?
I said, this sounds exactly like Kyle's.
Well, you know what? I can't help that he went first, you know? This is what I thought of. This is what I've been thinking about all day. And he just ripped that from me at the last moment.
Okay, I'll pick something else. So there's been a lot of talk about upward basketball. I actually coached upward basketball in high school. So there you go. There's something different.
Okay, so this was very hard because high school for me was a whopping 4.5 months ago. Woo! A lot can change. But in high school, well, actually up until like my junior year of high school, I was deathly terrified of trying any new foods, which is why I hadn't had a hamburger until a month ago. And I ate bagel bites like every single night for dinner. and I refuse to eat anything else. And if you tried to make me try new food, I would cry. So, great.
I'm really glad you've had a hamburger. Okay, so mine has to do with my car that I drove to high school. So I got this car because like my parents didn't want to drive it anymore, and it had like 160,000 miles on it, so like it was in its prime, you know? But it was a 2001 GMC Yukon XL. The XL meaning extra long, large, one of those. And I drove that car to school by myself every day of like junior year. Senior year I drove one person, but junior year I drove in a car that could fit 8 people by myself every day, and like every time I cut the wheel to park, because it was like 20 feet long, not really, my tires would squeak, so like I'd be like as I like pulled into my parking spot, and like I got really good at parking, and I just like whipped it every day, and it was super fun.
All right, that was great. We all got to Molly, that's awesome with the long car.
I have something else I could say for high school that a lot of people don't know about me, which Molly's story reminded me of. So it was...
Did you also used to drive an extra long SUV to school by yourself?
No. But something not even my own twin sister knows is, and I'm confident that she will still not know because she doesn't listen to this podcast, is that I actually failed my driving test the first time I took it. And let me give you the backstory here.
Wait, and you live in Florida.
Yeah. So, anyways, in Florida, you do the driving test in a parking lot. So, let me explain. So, I was the first test of that morning. It was like right when the DMV opened, and I got this I was like so ready to go into my like test. I was like, I'm going to do so well on this, blah, blah, blah. I got there. I got the meanest, most terrifying, evil woman as my instructor ever. She like wouldn't make...
Why does she have to be a woman?
Person. The meanest person ever. And... yeah. So she was just like wouldn't like look at me in the eyes, and like super passive aggressive, and it made me so nervous for my test now. And so I'm parked in a parking spot, and that's because that's part of the test. And so I pull out because the next part happened. I'm backing out, and I turn to head like down the road. And as I'm turning out, I'm kind of driving on the left side of the parking lot. And apparently on the parking lot, there's faded lines in the middle of it, which I didn't see. She looked at me and says, "Do you know where you are right now?" And I said, yes. And then she's like, "Pull over, we're done." And she failed me right there.
Wow, that's really cruel. I was gonna say I remember my driving test because I had an Irish guy who was my driving guy, and at the end of the test he was like, "Well, you forgot to signal going into your parking spots, but you passed." And I was just
that's like bogus that you have to signal to turn to a parking spot, because I also got a point out for that. However, I almost got a perfect score on my driving test, so I'm just like going to do a hair toss right now because I was really proud of that.
For the record, I took it the next morning and I passed.
I took it once.
I kind of feel bad for you on that. That's really cruel. So I think that's all we got for this week. I want to remember guys, when you got a chance to go driving in the car, just go ahead and pop on an episode of Taco Tuesday, because why not?
Especially all you people heading to Fall Getaway this weekend.
Also, if you see me at Fall Getaway and you want to meet me, come meet me. Basically, I just want to meet everyone.
We're going to have our own signing booth at the start of Fall Getaway.
We're going to start signing napkins.
I'll be signing your free Fall Getaway t-shirt.
And also, don't forget to come and find Lauren at Fall Getaway, because I'm a transfer and I don't know anyone, so I want to meet all of your beautiful faces.
So you haven't seen her yet, so you're just gonna have to guess what she looks like.
We'll take a picture of the guests and post it on our page so then you can recognize her so you can meet her. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Now you guys are gonna be famous. Everyone's gonna want to talk to you. Yeah. You made it. So, thank you guys for being on the podcast. It was a pleasure. And let's see. So, on behalf of all of us here at Taco Tuesday and Tijuana Flats, goodbye.
Bye.
This is Emily Morales, one of the greatest people in the history of the planet.
Oh my god, hi! This is so cool!
Also, Jake Quinlan, another really cool person.
Hey everyone, hi Mom.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, I could see where you would dip your apples in ketchup because people really like ketchup. And as kind of gross as that would be, it's plausible. So I'm not going to say that one. The next one is the nude beach. Now, that is interesting because that is also a thing that could happen. You could just be walking down the beach and accidentally stumble upon a nude beach. And I don't remember the first one. Oh, wait. It was, yeah, genius. African genius. Okay. So it's really down to either 1 or 3.
There's an awkward pause, but you can cut this out.
And now for a brief rant on proofs.
Okay, guys, here's the thing about proofs. They suck. Okay, sorry, I just have so much to say about this. So, computational math, you like calculate stuff, hence calculus, or like differential equations, where you like equate things and solve for them. Okay, that sounds great. Now, here's a proof. Proofs, it's literally all English. Like, I didn't sign up for English, I signed up for math. And you have to, like, pull out arbitrary constants and stuff in order to, like, assume that things are true, just so that you can prove something that you already know is true because it's been proved in a theorem. And you have to use those theorems to prove that it's true, and, like, it's literally just death.